Robert the Raven. He is an ordinary raven who lives in a nest by himself in the deciduous woods of North Carolina. There is a creek by his tree that is perfectly fine with him. Whenever he hears the flow of the water, he asks himself, how does water work? He decided to take a journey around North Carolina to learn about the purpose of water and what it is. Robert begins his journey by saying goodbye to his home. He flies south to a cloudy and humid clearing in the forest. The humidity made his wings feel sticky. Then, unexpectedly, a boy approaches Robert. Robert let out a gasp when the boy was in a 2-foot range. The boy was wearing a peach-colored uniform with badges sewn in his sleeves. Robert noticed the boy was harmless and began to speak. Hello, my name is Robert. Do you know anything about water and its purpose? Sure do, said the boy. Name's Thomas. Boy Scout Troop 155. I do know something about the water cycle. The water cycle has 4 stages: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collectivity. Evaporation is stage 1, said Thomas. This humidity around us is evaporation. It's when water turns into vapor or gas and goes up into the sky, which begins stage 2. Stage 2 is condensation. It's when the vapor goes up into the sky and, due to the cold, turns into a cloud. Stage 3 begins when the cloud gets full of vapor and lets go of the vapor, it's collected, and it turns into rain. Stage 4 is when the rain hits the ground and flows into rivers and water sources, thus evaporated again and restarting the cycle. Robert thanked and bid Thomas farewell. He took off into flight in the northern direction. About 15 minutes later, there was a neighborhood. Robert saw a woman looking out the window on a house. He dove down into the windowsill. The woman was startled at first, and then she smiled. Robert then spoke. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you happen to know anything about water and its purpose? The woman nodded. Yes, sir. My name is Teresa. There is a lot of pollution on Earth. Pollution means it is getting unhealthy, so we need to make sure our planet's water is safe to use. Some ways to save water is to conserve it, said Teresa. As you can see, behind me is my bathroom. You can conserve water by not having these faucets running all the time, like while brushing your teeth. If your faucet is broken and leaking, it could waste 88 to 122 gallons of water a day. Outside can be different. We have to water our lawns in the morning to prevent evaporation. To prevent erosion, we have to plant grass or place shrubs or trees. Robert thanked and said goodbye to Teresa. He flew off the windowsill into the sky. About 15 minutes later, he flew over Lake Norman and saw a boat. He dove down toward the boat and landed on the side. A man approached Robert with a glad smile on his face. Robert said his usual greetings. Hello, my name is Robert. Do you happen to know anything about water and its purpose? Said the man. Name's Edward. Water covers 75% of Earth's surface. 97% salt water, 2% frozen, and 1% fresh water available for use. Water has 2 elements, 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Water is the only natural substance that can exist in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and vapor. A person can live without water for a month, but a week without water. Water is the main substance found in all living things. Water makes up 60% of the body, 70% of the brain, 90% of the lungs, and 83% of the blood. Robert thanked Edward and left. He headed back to his nest in the woods. He finally decided to go over what he learned. He learned about the steps of the water cycle. He then learned how to keep water safe from pollution and to conserve it. Finally, learned about the percentages of water in common places. Satisfied, he stared at the creek once more until he fell into a deep sleep.
In Fort Josh, we have a first place ribbon and a cash award of $100. I'd like to congratulate all of our students. You can see the effort that's been